because we have a late game hero in Keen. They picked the Spectre. They've got their late game in their one position.
Indeed they do. This is a combo LGD and a bunch of other Chinese teams used to utilize in the past, like think in 2016 era. Quap Spectre. Traditionally, you need a high damage offlaner and some high damage supports to make it work, but in this game, Keen's gonna have to play with a bit of a slower pace than they might be used to, but when they hit the mid game, it's very possible that they just spike in the mid game, they grab all those cheap accelerating items and just run straight for Keen.
The contest for the runes was all underway. Gabby trying to sneak the one on the bottom as Old Chicken was able to grab up on top. This will actually mean TNC only get one of the 4 bounties. So seeing the battle up against a Spectre who doesn't have an easy escape. Like Queen of Pain was meant to be picked up to go up against this Razor to break that static link, but instead she's battling up against a Dragon Knight. That cannot be a fun matchup.
Definitely not. I think the panel already mentioned it. It's part of the dangers of opening with this Quap because, yes, sure, it denies the Razor his lane, but you really just don't care. As we saw earlier today, it's perfectly fine to just throw that Razor on the off-initiation game. You take team fights around choke points primarily. And I just want to point out bottom lane. It's as expected. You can see Underlord is laning with an average of like 80. Where the aura affects lifestealer, so he's only got 60. A 20 damage disparity between melee heroes is insane. So as long as the Nyx can continue chasing Jakiro, this is a really good laning stage setup so far for Keen.
And actually, I was going to comment on how wonderful it was that Armel. So AU is having his battle with Kaka, trying to contest him on the pull. Top lane, this may actually be our first blood with the paralyzing cast bouncing through. So level 1 Maledict on Tims and Nyx Assassin. Dark actually cuts the tree, opening up a path for Nyx Assassin to slip through the rear and get his regeneration. Not certain he's going to find the opportunity he's looking for. Tims is still hanging around to protect Cuckoo. The old bodyguard Earthshaker offlane duel.
Yeah, this is the danger of running Razor offlane though.
Oh boy. Well, that regeneration rune, he probably wishes it went through the whole way up on top lane and on bottom lane. Both the offlaners are in a hell of a lot of trouble. The Razor is dropping down low. Same thing for the Underlord, but that is an Underlord. It is taking a lot to get through him.
I want to check. The danger of Razor top, by the way, is that you don't have when you don't have a traditional offlaner, you can't do what Keen just did, where you get Underlord a secure position. He was about 20 CS, level 3. You can just abandon bottom now. He'll be fine. You have to keep Shaker top with Razor versus allowing him to perhaps rotate bottom and kill that Underlord, and you're still going to be losing the safe lane, whereas bottom, Old 11, you're just fine with this because you were given that early head start. Now your support's free to rotate.
What an efficient rune to actually bottle up as well. Queen of Pain with the Arcane rune, already with double null talismans. Couriers are working overtime to bring out Mangoes as well as Clarity's while up on top lane. Cuckoo being initiated on. Old Chicken's having his damage stolen, but Cuckoo, I don't think he's ever going to get a chance to use it into the trees. One more attack will do it, and they'll find it in from Dark.
Yeah, well played. Just simple, right? 2 supports running at your Razor. If they maintain lane control now, I'm not sure Cuckoo could even come back into this lane. Mid lane, Arcane Rune and ult possibly able to be skilled by Yi. He's saving that point for Blink just in case, but otherwise, all in on the DPS.
That 11's actually going to get both the runes. Yeah, Armel in a little bit of trouble. No Blink Dagger to move around, but that's why you got the slow coming in from the Shadow Strike, looking for DK in the trees. The Scream will hit. Sonic Wave is leveled up.
Yep.
Executing the Dragon Knight.
Dude, what a player he is. Holy crap. It's like twice now.
It's the Umbrella Aggression while up on top. Same thing. Tims copped a lot of damage, however, from the Maledict. He's going to be careful to run forward, but he wants to hit the double fissure. Able to do so into Kaka as well as Old Chicken. Kaka is low, but not low enough as Tims continues to tick. Will it be enough for the Spectral Dagger? It will not be. Nyx Assassin was at least claimed by TNC. So this movement of Jakiro pays off.
Where Keen's mid player, Yi, has actually 2-0'd his opposing matchup.
Hey, when Keen's ahead, you always feel good, but we've seen them lose it from far up and ahead too. Tims is here to help out Armel, looking to try and lock down the Queen of Pain. Blink was already used. A fissure will not block the path up the hill, however, and Tims missing his combinations. Kind of feel a little bit weird about actually highlighting him when that kind of stuff happens. Needed to block the path up of the Queen of Pain.
It wouldn't have been a kill anyway. It's all right to miss one here or there. This is something I like to see. It's very simple, and it's a no-risk scenario.
Blink forward. This is Queen of Pain really trying to have a great presence on the map. The TP out. The Sonic Wave will connect. Cuckoo, he won't be able to complete the TP. Even if he did, the Maledict would have killed him.
And that's all because the Arcane Rune on that first ult cast earlier. So it comes up.
You're happy to let die every now and then. It's not like the commitment you have as a core.
And look at the Yi, man. Drums Quap looks to be the build. And I honestly find no fault with it because we talked about what TNC is looking to do. The cheap items, accelerate, get ahead. If Keen can match that tempo and then just sort of sit.
It's an armor bug. Like it takes a lot to bring him down, and he's looking to even steal the creeps if he possibly can. And as well, Maledict on Jakiro. Spectral Dagger. Jakiro will tick out from the Maledict. They know it. They're walking away because real men don't look at their own kills.
That's well played. It's just simple Dota. Top lane, you don't really mind Spectre not free farming just because your Quap is having such a nice time along with your Underlord. Those are the heroes that slow the pace of the TNC draft. Spectre is just there to collect free kills and, you know,
oh, look at him moving towards mid. Right now, Armel thinks he's king of the world, but it won't happen. It's a double root when the pit comes down. DK getting stunned up once again, held in position. It's a perfect chain stun. Armel gets a stun, trying to TP himself away from this. The Fissure will buy the space! Just there in time, Tims. He couldn't find that Fissure to save up on the top lane, but in the mid it comes at just the right time.
Yep, it just, you can see though, the Firestorm damage on a Dragon Knight. It's one of the hard counters. It does so much.
Number facts, but don't worry, we have Purge here. He can break it down a little bit later on if we need to put numbers on a screen. Well, Tim's in a little bit of trouble. Maledict, Queen of Pain can just blink in. Even if she just wants a Sonic Wave, she'll find the kill. Waiting for the blink to scream. Stuns are out from Jakiro as well as the Dragon Knight. Waiting for it. Actually, Jakiro doesn't have his leveled up just yet. Just shy of level 4. But it's all for the battle for the 5-minute runes.
So he does have Arcanes.
Top lane, Tims is in trouble once again. Paralyzing Cask, actually now only doing that as they come underneath the tower, but it won't matter when Queen of Pain arrives. That's a level 4 Scream.
Dude, the item build that Yi has queued up right now is wild. It's going to be drums into treads, force staff, which I don't more that's willing to move lanes to buy space for your supports. You look at the TNC lineup right now, Jakiro only level 4 in comparison.
Lifesteal looking for some fun against the Witch Doctor, and he's got it. Gabby will end that killing spree. Surprisingly, a 3 killing.
I think it's just skippable. You go 4-0-4. Oh, wow.
Well, that's execution.
Yeah, I think Gabby's making the right decision. He's going for Armlet after Midas. You can't just
Rushly get the defense off. Fortification's going to buy them the time. And a perfect double pit. Line up for Kaka to get the double stun. Everything comes in doubles until Tim gets 1 stun. Over on the Nyx Assassin, they all start to leech the damage out of 11. But with the arrival of the Queen of Pain, she doesn't have Sonic Wave. They don't have that huge amount of damage. The Echo Sam's there from Tims. But look at King Gaming. They just Delta split, keeping away from him, not letting him get that big hit up. And Tim's just in the middle of 4 heroes. They're basically making a box and putting him inside of it. Gabby needs to come and help out. Who's he going? There's into old 11, begins the TP out. Gabby, does he have the damage to cancel the TP? Yes, he does. He gets through him, but then again, he doesn't have the rest of the team. Ice Path with the Dual Breath. Gabby gets a little bit of extra space, but the damage is way too much. Dark's at the back, letting it go. And a triple kill in for the Queen of Pain. They can take this fight without a Sonic Wave and even get a fresh bottle charge up if they want to battle against Tims.
Imagine if they had it as well, Toby. That would have been an insane fight. And you can see the strength of Underlord. Yeah, sure, old 11 died. The link for his Spectre.
He'll need a lot more. Kaka walking into the middle of the macro pyre. That's that guaranteed stun of the Nyx Assassin. And Queen of Pain quickly mops up the rest. Kaka just feeling the opportunity and continuously creating more and more space for this 9-0-1 Queen of Pain. We always talk about the importance of a snowballing Queen of Pain. This is exactly it. Kaka, however, has he got life for this with the stick? It's actually, yeah. Pops the magic wand charges, and it's just enough to survive the Lifestealer.
Yep, this is near flawless.
Now the Observer Ward was already there, and then they smoked underneath it. Oh, this may still work. Jakiro was walking into the middle of the Queen of Pain with a double damage. Jump forward, looking to get the pick up into the tree line. Try and protect, but the drum charge is up. DK, what do you want to do? You want to stun yourself on the back of the Spike Carapace and inside the macro by Queen of Pain. That Sonic, it hits so hard into the DK with the Maledict. They're just popping through him, and Odd 11 brings him the extra damage and the sustain. But Gabby, you know he's got more with the Echo Slam of ES. They're trying to rip through Odd 11. The TP out is everyone back on the Uber. Yes, we are chain booking home.
Really well played by old 11 there. Perfect recognition of the engagement, and he even takes them to the shrine.
It feels like he's moving a different line now, because the Orc is meant to be that early kind of item. Spectre, you are very, very tanky. Oh, the stun! It actually connects onto Witch Doctor. He completed the TP. I wasn't looking to get hyped at that point, because I'm like, you know he's going to cancel that. It's just like, accept the fact that he's dead. But
2 hits, though. 2 hits. And Lifestealer eats him for breakfast.
They're looking for more up on top, going after the Underlord. They are looking to make those odds a little bit better as Underlord up into the tree lines. Fisher to block him in. He's locked in with Cuckoo. That's why they start up the static link. Old 11's got a hard time to run away. He cannot outrun a Razor. He knows it. The TP scroll's available, but with Gabby moving up too, it's like, hey, Gabby wants to kill him. Now he's used the mech. Damn, they really take so much time to kill him off. You know he's got no damage back, but Gabby, okay, Rage is up, and he will find the kill. Finally. Maybe, yeah, rebuttal. Kaka needs some extra help. Queen of Pain with a haster, and she comes quick, she comes fast. And Jakiro is gone.
Yeah, the thing is, if you look at the itemization...
That's exactly what may happen right now. They are 5-man in. Do they all go inside the pit? Do you keep everything real tight with that Basher? They'll feel the confidence, so the 3 cores will be there. Sentry ward planted so they can see if the Nyx Assassin gets in close. Great established vision already up, but Keen Gaming, they smell it in the air. Roshan's blood wafts out the pit. And here's your Spectral Dagger to scout. They see it, Roshan gets tagged. They see him very low, 1600 HP, 1200, trying to finish the jump to Fissure and the Ice Path. This is that wall of ice and rock. They jump in with the Spectral Horn. Gabby did get the Aegis Immortal, so Spectre, he's in too deep. Even with the Crimson Guard, if they got enough life to survive, they're trying to Uber out. Once again, Underlord, they can't attack into him. They know he's too tanky, but he will only take himself. Dragon Knight, he's so close to Nyx Assassin under the Observer and Sentry. They saw him. The only casualty, however, for Keen is there.
Dude, but Gabby is about to be level 20. Their Underlord is
in from AU on the Jakiro, but he arrived in time, like, because that T1 tower was still up. He got the Ice Path out onto the pit and actually enabled them to still claim the Aegis of the Immortal. Like, it's just so fast when Keen don't have their Tier 1.
It's going to be tough for Keen to win fights here unless they're able to fight within a choke point. You need to have a lot of players standing in fire, so they've got to hope nobody on TNC is that adept.
Distinct TP. Cuckoo actually goes right into the T1 tower, surrounded by so many heroes. He's looking for the denial on the tower, but sent up and back down. Old 11's already beginning the exit strategy. Have they got the kill? They do on Cuckoo, and then everybody leaves. This time they go back to the fountain.
I like that. They were baiting out the Shaker Blink, but
ahead.
He was in the right position, too. He just did not have that blink completed. Look at the DK hunting bottom. Quap would be in a ton of trouble here.
He's the initiator. He's got Life Stealer inside of him. They'll see Dark. They want that quick initiation out, but the double stun from Kaka will buy space with the 4-staff. A double 4-staff. Dark into the trees. Run as fast as you can. He wants a TP out. He's regenerating and now begins that TP. Gabby, he will see him. Oh, one hit. That did so much damage, but it didn't bash. They see him. Kaka, the visual hold him. Maybe not on the right side of the rock wall, but it won't matter. Gabby can still reach over with his talons. And Nyx is down for 40 seconds. This should be the push into that tier 2 tower on bottom lane and the taking of such a thing. There's orbs. They've got extra layers. Like, this is like triple layer protection from Keen.
And I feel like I was just a moment ago, I'm like, oh, the Radiance is nice, but it's not going to help them now. He needs that next item and maybe another. And he's got a Manta in that time.
How many times?
A third of the way to Butterfly. Like, maybe TNC got to step on the gas just a little bit because...
They're looking too. Every time they're looking for the Nyx Assassin underneath Sentry Wards. Here's his fresh one planted down. Queen of Pain. She's jumping in, looking for the kill onto the Earthshaker. Lets the Sonic Wave out while the sun's onto the Jakiro. Now Gabby will pop out, but Tims is already dead. Queen of Pain, they just do the work. So AU and Tims are already down. Gabby, Manta, able to dodge the Shadow Strike. So he's still got his movement speed. Jumps inside of Cuckoo. But Cuckoo, he just used the plasma field. So Kaka, the easiest stun of his life. They'll turn around to kill up the Razor as the BKBs protecting Armel. They want to get out of here, and they're able to do so. Kaka, sorry, man. You did your job. You got the advantage in for Keen, even a buyback out from the ES.
That was so well played. And you could see, as soon as that buyback came out,
for what's going to be a good fight. They were always under a Sentry Ward or an Observer Ward. And TNC, they're moving onto the dire side of the map, but they're blind. So they come under the cover of this smoke. They put down their own Sentry Wards. They jump in. But again, Nyx, a perfect double stun, and hitting the Maledict. Goodbye, both. Oh, okay, well, Kaka is the other way around because Gabby was waiting inside.
Yeah, there was no way you could tell you want the Abyssal, but I fear that his damage output could suffer. They're not going to have disable problems. They have so many stuns. It's more about raw damage output to take down these huge cores.
Tims has problems.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of them. Can't even get the sun off. Blink into the Orchid, hits the right timing. Carry you all. I'm 14-0-4. Why haven't we won the game yet? Spike Carapace, he just slides in Nyx Assassin against the Razor, using the Death Ward and the Maledict on him. This Razor, he doesn't survive. Even with the pipe protection, he pops underneath the tier 2 tower. Thinking King Gaming went directly in, and Lifesteal, he started making a beeline for him, but once they see the Underlord in mid, they're thinking about moving forward, but difficult to do. Witch Doctor with the Paralyzing Cast can be problematic, but it's also the Glimmer Cape. Whoever you go on, well, it's Nyx Assassin going on Jakiro with the Sonic Wave, pushing back the DK in his Dragon Form. The BKB will protect him, the pit is down. They've already got the kill on the Nyx Assassin. Queen of Pain just fighting the backlines, keeping Tims out of this. In fact, Tims just begins to TP out. He'll cancel out, thinking maybe I should be helping out. I have a team here who's still taking a fight. Up in the mid lane, you've got Witch Doctor also being hunted down by the DK. He's got friends to help him too, but we just split in 2 different engagements. So maybe Gabby and Cuckoo could find something, but no Queen of Pain. Just repositions once again. Now DK forced away from that Death Ward of the Witch Doctor. He's low on life, but doesn't have a Maledict on him, so he's going to be okay. Queen of Pain barely surviving. 141 HP. Gets the blink away. That little bit of extra damage, they didn't have it, but I'll see if they can get it into the Spectre. Battling underneath the Radiance. Underlord wants to help out, letting the fire go, and also ready just to deliver everybody back home safely. Able to do so. And the Infest pop comes too late, and it still probably would not have been enough. Fight in just a second. Lifesteal moves forward, the Blink Stun onto the Underlord. They push him around. Have they got the damage this time around? Sentry Wars Dust, that'll do the job. Underlord having all that damage stolen. They have enough to get through the thick butt of him. Now Queen of Pain on the run out too. BKB blinks away from the fight, exposing the Nyx Assassin in front of the pit. That entire battle underneath Jakiro's macro pyre. And once again, Tims, there's always one core hunting him, not letting him have his way. But with all these big abilities down, TNC have cores. They're going in for Roshan.
And I don't know if you're going to be able to contest on the side of Keen. A slight miscue there from Old 11. He didn't get his Greaves or his Crimson off. He tried to reposition to get the Force up to the high ground. Instead, he goes down, although there were a few bashes. So I criticized the item, and it won't help him kill the Spectre, but it still helps him shred that Underlord as we just witnessed.
Here's the dagger. Roshan's real low. Gabby's already got the Aegis, the Immortal. The cheese is in the hand of the DK with a Rod of Atos. Dodged quite easily by Old Chicken's Manta.
So it's strange that they look to push now, but the MKB is up on the Dragon Knight.
10 seconds. Watch that timer. Lifestealer, he can just switch the armlet in once the Aegis is gone.
Radiant's bottom tower.
But there's no way they can kill him before that pops. So goodbye Aegis, armlet in. And they keep the pressure on.
He'll sell that for his own MKB.
They're actually losing out in the push.
30 seconds.
Oh, Tims, he's so close.
Got a Sentry.
Smoke doesn't break. He's already triggering up the Spine Carapace, looking for Jakiro. Glimmer Cape there for protection, but the Sentry Wall came down very quickly. Dragon Knight with the BKB with the Sonic Wave, pushing them all back. And Jakiro getting hit in the head with a Coconut. DK as well as Wraith. They're at least protected by BKBs as Gabby. He looks to get in on this fight, but Queen of Pain blinks into the back lines. She's losing a lot of damage. The Fissure stunning up the Spectre, so he cannot keep the chase going either. They look for an extra target. There it is. The Abyssal Blade hit over on the Nyx Assassin, but he's still up and running again. The BKBs are faded for TNC, and it's just up to Queen of Pain to get that damage in. But Tims, finally, he has been so patient, waits for that opportunity, but he still needs more. Is there another Fissure to split him up? The Manta dodge! Old Chicken, he can just keep fighting into Cuckoo. The bash is out for himself as well, and they're going in deep underneath the towers. Gabby, easy fancy footwork, dodges out Karka, but Tims, he can't keep this run going. The Sentry Wall comes down. They see the Earthshaker, maybe he can, back underneath the tier 4 towers. They all want to leave, and they're able to do so. Again, the fair is shared by Keen all the way back to Fountain. So next, in order to get you that damage. Trouble in mid, Razor trying to get himself away. Armel just jumps straight into the back lines, wants the Witch Doctor down, able to do so. The Fissure stun over onto Old Chicken, and Tims keeping that chain stun going. A 4-star push up from Karka, trying to give Old Chicken that escape path. Karka goes underneath the ground. Can he actually help him out? No, he cannot. The Spectre is down. Buyback is available. Does he want to use it? No, he doesn't. There is just too much movement forward from TNC. With the reveal, he couldn't even hide underneath the ground. And TNC turned into the aggressors.
MKB coming out on the Lifestealer as well. He'll finally be able to go man-to-man with that Spectre. You can see the strength of the draft with Haunt down. TNC recognized they've got to make a move, and King gets caught napping.
Oh, there's your buyback in from the Nyx Assassin. They need that burrowed Nyx to slow this push down. If she hits that 25, maybe everyone gets feared or get the spell block. Nyx Assassin stunned up, pushed in. That 4-star, he's so exposed. A secondary 4-star with the Sonic Wave. Everyone gets pushed back, and then you bring in the Spectre right on top. Armel's losing life way too fast. The Ice Blast will create a little bit of space, maybe for Cuckoo to TP up, but no! Karka hits the double stun to give a double kill to Old Chicken, and that is a long time for TNC in the grave. They used buyback on Razor and D.
Just get, what was that, like a 5-man quap ult? Like the Knicks just stunned everybody. And
Lifesteal's looking for a fight. Queen of Pain bought BT so she can join this fight pretty quickly. Nyx Assassin, there's your Abyssal Blade. They just want Karka down, able to claim it. Gabby, this damage is ridiculous. The rest of Keem wasn't there. Now Nyx is down for 102 seconds without buyback, and the Ice Path connects over an Old Chicken. Maybe with the paralyzing cast, but no. Echo Slam, they want the extra stuns. 4-star foul, Old 11. Let's go home. We had our fun. He actually cancels it, and now there's 3 down. The Ice Path again creates space, but Lifesteal has got so much work to do, but he can't do jack. He'll go down. The buyback is available. The tier 3 tower is being beaten. They need the creep wave. It's on the way. Actually, no, they don't. Their damage is more than enough. They'll take the tier 3. They'll take the melee racks, but how much more can they take?
A lot. Hunterlord's got plus 250 damage from his passive right now, Toby. They're only going to get the 1 Rex because Roche is up. This is the right decision. It's spawning in 15 seconds. Man, Keen did that.
This is a well-greased up engine. It is smooth as silk. Keen Gaming. They will take Roshan. They will get the refresher shards up and available. We'll see who gets what.
Of course, it's the Spectre. Come
it's
on,
the Spectre
Toby.
who gets the Aegis, refresher shard as well, and the Jesus give everything to Old Chicken.
Saying that's like Svenags. That's crazy.
Oh, look for it. DK may be the recipient as the stuns fly forward. Of course, the Aghanim Scepter is not on him just yet. The Courier is doing a small little quick buy down, but he'll have to expend. He doesn't have enough money to buy it and still have buyback available, and that's more important when you're 51 minutes into. But here they come. Up the hill. Cuckoo sitting at the back. Still 48 seconds as you jump forward. DK able to get the sun over on the Queen of Pain. Pit and Malice trying to create a little bit more space, trying to bait out some of the BKBs. The Ice Path doesn't actually connect on anybody. It's just the illusions. The Spectral Horns creating absolute chaos. Tims is waiting until he can actually blink forward or get something. A fissure, a stun, anything. The Nyx Assassin's buried down. It's a 3, actually technically 4. Stun and the follow-up Ice Path. The tower's on 4 HP. Gabby will move forward, and Armel, he's in the back lines. He can't attack, however. The Ghost Scepter allowing Wish Doctor to do his thing. Paralyze cast forward, and then just let all the stuns and all the damage from the Death will do its work as a Sonic Wave. Everyone is living in a world of fear, and it's TNC who are in a hell of a lot of trouble. Maybe not when Cuckoo can stand his ground, but Armel can't do the same. The Heart doesn't give enough life, and he still doesn't have buyback. 4 seconds until that's back off cooldown. The Ice Path may actually buy him just that time. The top rack is still intact, but without Dragon Form, do you want to buy back? The answer is definitely going to be yes. The melee Rex is gone. The Ice Path and Dual Breath over on 2, but they know they want the dieback. But Gabby, he comes forward. Abyssal Blade, there's over on the Wish Doctor, the Ghost Scepter, making it impossible to focus on the targets, and it's Queen of Pain mopping up the back lines. Everyone still in fear. Armel needs to get the stun. They need to kill off this Queen of Pain. The 4-star pushes him down, and then another 4-star out of the Ice by the triple into the fountain. We are just pushing our way forward. The Queen of Pain buys back, BT's into the lane. It looks fancy, it looks nice, but Keen, they look unstoppable. Karka sitting in front of him, landing the stuns. He doesn't care if he's visible. He is underneath almost the fountain. The paralyzing cast buys the space for Keen Gaming to play objective-based gaming into the Ancient, which is dropping so fast. The Uber route, that'll be cancelled because the game is done. Keen Gaming in 54 minutes take it against TNC.
Just a great